just like a bit like, I know I said this in the last Katy Perry video, but I absolutely love that she's changing the song up as well. But I mean, you wouldn't think any less because Katy Perry is an absolutely amazing. Kia ora and welcome. My name is ZoeStibi and I'm a vocal coach with over 18 years of experience in teaching people like yourself how to sing. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Katy Perry with Raw. Freaking love this song. Let's see what she's up to with her vocal technique. And if you want to learn to sing like Katy Perry actually in this song, because this goes pretty high with the belt, check out the link in the description below because my brand new singing course, Better Belting, is coming out in 2025. Get on the waiting list for front row seats when it does come out next year. Katy Perry.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, I breathed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down.
I'm just like a bit like, I know I said this in the last Katy Perry video, but I'm really loving Katy Perry's sound. I feel like it's really darkened and matured. Obviously, she's gotten older, yeah. So we've got this, I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath. We've got this thicker vocal fold sound there, chest voice, lower in the range. So quietly, you know, she's changing around the vowel shapes as well, which is very much part of her style. Let's just listen to that again.
Scared to rock the boat and make a mess, so I said quietly, I breathed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground.
Isn't this just amazing? Like, you see the total difference between her performing at this song, you know, this song, and then you see other performers who maybe aren't at kind of like this length of career and kind of this style of music, which is, you know, quite poppy, and the difference in terms of the way like she's got every moment she's on point and it's choreographed. And I absolutely love to say to people to do this as well. If they suffer from stage fright, for example, it's like to plan every part of the song and every move, because it really does help you to know like what you to do. So what you need to do. So she go, already, let's just watch that again.
So I fell for everything.
Okay, so we're up on the B flat 4. So I fell for everything. You know, we're listening to it and you're like, oh, that sounds quite low, but it's really not. And that's because Katy's just darkening the tone ever so slightly by dropping the larynx there.
I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, fighter, dancing through the fire. I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Louder, louder than a lion. I am a champion, you're gonna hear me roar. Let me hear you. You're gonna hear me roar.
So interesting. And like, please, this is not poo-pooing her. But you go, you're gonna hear me. She switched into a head voice sound there. But as I said, like, that's her decision. It's whatever. I'm just pointing it out for you. And you don't have to always belt the shit out of the entire chorus. You're gonna hear me. I don't think it really adds anything to it all that, you know, especially in live performance. We can kind of, on the recording, we can get away with a lot more kind of pressure than we probably can in a live setting. Let's just watch that again, because I'm just really loving this changing of these vowels. Katy, as I say, has sort of darkened the sound, and it's a lot due to her vowel choices.
See it all, I see it now. I got
actually notice, and again, not poo-pooing her idea, but anytime she does the I got the eye of the tiger, she's really tiger. We wouldn't know if it was nasal until we would go up and pinch her nose, but there's a definite sort of like closing at the top of the sound there. It's almost like the sound is being swallowed. Let's just watch that again, because eye of the tiger. Yeah, listen to it again.
Now I got the eye of the tiger, fighter, dancing through the fire. I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder.
And you're gonna hear me. And we heard that the track kind of took over. So like, why would you bother to belt the crap out of that? So she did that. You're gonna hear me roar, roar.
You're gonna hear me roar.
Yeah, so that was a track that you're gonna hear me roar. And then was the track. Again, not poo-pooing her. I'm not going to try to repeat myself, but what you can do there is when you're struggling with a certain part of the song, you can change the melody, and it doesn't really mean anything if you do that. Look, someone like Katy Perry changing the melody ever so slightly to fit her voice, even though she's singing absolutely incredibly, it also just creates a little bit of interest as well when you're trying to change the melody slightly. It's also about changing the key of songs, or even changing the vowel can really help you with your belt, because this is, you're gonna hear me. We're still up on that B flat 4. This is still well within the belt range. So if you do want to improve your belt technique, check out the link in the description below to join my waitlist for my better belting course coming out next year.
Now floating like a butterfly, singing like a bee at Hermes stripes. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. Sing it!
Sizzle's been singing the song for like a really, really long time, so I can imagine that she just wants to change the melody just like ever so slightly. She knows it very, very, very well. So we heard that she went even higher up in the sound, and when you've got this, now I'm floating like a butterfly, you know, what was wrong with my accent there? She took all of the volume and all the energy out of the sound. That's what we really want to do when we're going down into the verses, is we're trying to take a lot of that pressure out of the sound so that we're not just like overdoing it with the voice.
On hero, you held me down, but
Did you hear? My own hero! Again, it's just up on that B flat 4. Now, I don't want to say like just on the B flat 4, but all these like 3 or 4 times that she sung this note, they have all sounded much more like much different, very different. What is wrong with my English today? They have all sounded incredibly different every single time. And that sounded darker because she went for an vowel. Am I on hero? And she went into more of a yell belt position, which would be that sound. And you don't necessarily, that was like a really short period of time. You wouldn't necessarily want to just like yell belt through a whole chorus, because when you just sort of like, we call it park and bark, when you park on that sound, you go, oh, it's very like immovable. It's like a solid sound, and you don't have a lot of flexibility in the vocal folds.
you're my own hero. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. Sing it! You're It's your turn over here. Are you ready? You're gonna hear me.
Oh, I absolutely love that she's changing the sound, the song up as well. And we've got like this slightly different, you know, I really, really love it when artists do that, especially in live performance, because you feel like you're getting this sort of like one of a kind moment in the performance rather than just like, I could have just watched a YouTube video or just listened to it on Spotify and it would have sounded exactly the same. Actually, I don't even know who buys CDs anymore. Do you buy CDs? Let me know in the comments if you still buy CDs, because I don't think I've bought a CD, I think, since Spotify existed, which I suppose is a little bit disgusting. No, I lie. I did buy a CD from a band and I never heard it because I don't have a CD player in my car. So let's just go back on that because I'm really, really loving it. She went, ah! She went up onto that.
Now sing it!
Anyway, one of the notes before, and she went up to the D5. I mean, that is like really high for a belt range. But as I've said time and time again in these videos, honestly, when you have someone who is as experienced, you know, Katy Perry, we're talking about like, I don't know, nearly a 20-year career, right? Actually, let me know down in the comments if you would like a then and now of Katy Perry's vocals, because it's a new series that I've been toying with for 2025. So let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in and which song I should take a look at, because I want to look at artists' evolution of their vocal technique and the evolution of their voices as they have come through. And obviously we have this amazing plethora of performances here on YouTube, which I would just be obsessed with. And if you want to see those analyses of their vocal technique, then hit that subscribe button so that, you know, you can be the first to know when they come out. So when you're up here on the D, you know, it can seem like that's really high, but when you get into this kind of zone of belting, you can kind of just like sit in it and belt for days and days and days. So I don't want to like say that this is not an amazing thing. It is really, really amazing. Like before Wicked, we thought that a B flat here within the stave, the B flat 4 was a high belting note. And now it's just like, whatever, you know, but not that long ago, that was already a really, really loud note, a really high note.
You're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. It's your turn over here. Are you ready? You're gonna hear me. Thank you so much.
I love that. And then I love to hear like when singers speak, especially like during, before or after their performances, because she went, thank you so much. And that was already like a belted sound. So, thank you so much was kind of like around that kind of same area of the voice. So this is why we really start with the chest voice when we are looking at any type of loud vocalizations, because if your chest voice is not sitting well, then you're going to really struggle with your belt, because we want to make sure that there's some, you know, songs begin in the chest voice. This song, I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, you know, so you have to start somewhere. So there's absolutely no point just focusing on your belting if you don't get your chest voice sorted, which is why in the Vocal Academy, which is my online singing school, I have a full Find Your Chest Voice course available for you. So check it out in the description below, because then that leads into my Better Belting course. Honestly, you really do need to get a handle on your chest voice. There's also a freebie down there as well. So did you hear that she changed the sound? Now, I really do believe that a lot of people underestimate Katy Perry's musicality, because she's a fantastic musician. We saw on the last video that we did of her where she was playing the guitar. You know, she's a great guitarist as well as being a fantastic singer. I've been doing this for a really, really long time. So those sort of riffs and runs, let's just have a little bit of a look. They seemed like they were really, really easy, but actually there's kind of a step-by-step way you can build them up. Good. And you saw that, and she took the microphone slightly away because she knew it was going to be a loud note. Tongue was coming forward. The blades of the tongue were going up. Perfect belt technique there. But I mean, you wouldn't think any less, because Katy Perry is an absolutely amazing singer, an amazing belter as well. So when you go, you're gonna hear me, she swapped into that falsetto sound. I really, really love that. That's when the vocal folds go stiff and we like use the vocal folds kind of open and we get that hooty kind of sound. Hear me! And we are basically utilizing that natural change between the chest voice and over that passaggio into a breathier, hootier sound of the head voice. Absolutely stunning. We do want to make sure that we're taking down the volume there though. So I did say that there was a way that you can, I didn't quite go back far enough to kind of have a look at these little ad-libs at the end. There we go. So, no. You know, firstly, she knows the song really, really well. She, you know, I think she part wrote it, right, with Max Martin, because I was, a singer of mine was singing this song last week for our student concert. So when we've got these little ad-libs going on there, it's really about learning how to sing. I mean, there were a couple of like lovely colorful notes in there as well. It's about learning to sing the major scale. So stay with me, the major scale of the key. So say, for example, I think this song is in B flat major, just off the top of my head. Let me have a quick look. Hey! B flat major, look at that. Fuck, it's as if I planned it, I really didn't. So when we're looking at it in B flat major, and the reason why I kind of knew that is not just because one of my singers is playing it, but because basically she was keeping on going back to that B flat. So there is always a reiteration of that. It's called the tonic, the first note in the scale. Come with me. We would look to sing that B flat major scale against the chords of the song. So for example, it would go like this. I mean, I just ruined Katy Perry's song, yeah? So what you would do is take the karaoke of the song and sing that B flat major scale, which is really challenging to do in itself. And that's when you really get a feel for sitting in that the possibilities that are available to you for notes within that key. And then we talk about, you know, there are next steps, but try that out and let me know down in the comments how you get on. But Katy Perry, let me know down in the comments what we should take a look at next from Katy Perry, because I'd love to, well, I'm just going to have a look at more of her videos. And if you would like more Katy Perry, then hit that subscribe button, because I'd love to see you around here more often. Honestly, it does really, really help me to create more videos like this for yourself here for free on YouTube. And if you want to learn how to sing, then check out the link in the description below, because I am accepting very, very, very few one-to-one students in 2025. The studio is actually full, but I'm going to be opening up 1 or 2 spots next year. So do check out the link in the description below to get on the waiting list. And if you want to join my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, I would love to see you there as well. We have bi-weekly masterclasses, as well as my Find Your Chest Voice course, Sing Without Strain, and I also have a course on how to improve your pitching. It's all there for you as soon as you begin with the Academy. Take a look at some more Katy Perry up here, and I'll see you around here next time. Have an awesome rest of the day, and just remember, anyone can learn to sing. You honestly just have to be shown how, and that's what I'm here for. I'm just going to give it to you. I'm going to give you all the vocal tips and tricks. So I'll see you around here next time. Happy singing. Ka kite anō.